This will be the largest group of assembled fans in the Western Hemisphere. That's why they need a big house. Welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. And the Trojans will get us started with the opening kickoff. Looking for blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So USC's offense will get the first swing of the game. And these guys involve everybody in the passing game, and none more prominent than this big fella.
The quarterback knows he's going to be under duress in this game. So who do you look for? The tight end. And there aren't many better than this guy.
No, and just big bodies that you can miss a little bit high, and it really doesn't matter. But over the middle of the field, closer throws, so nice to have a security blanket with a great tight end.
And I think in today's era of college football, we get enamored with the jet sweep. It's exciting. You're getting this wide receiver involved in the run game. But sometimes it's just better to go old school. Just run the football conventionally north side.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. The give to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked.
And that pass is intercepted. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
This is a team that believes they're way better than what their record indicates. I know they've got a losing record coming into this one, but they felt like they could make some plays early in this one and show the rest of the country just how good they are. Phenomenal job on defense. On the opening drive, getting the pick, and now setting the offense up here early with great field position.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Now on second down after the incompletion. From the gun, the give, looking for room. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
He caught it. And he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a first down. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Trying to pound it in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking... but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Going to the running game. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
On the option. He'll toss it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's tilting the rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
These RPOs always put the defense in a bind, but listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Running back goes in motion. He wants to throw here on second down. It's complete. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down. Doesn't SC always seem to have a quarterback right out of central casting and one that'll pick up a first down for you with his arm?
Yeah, and it doesn't matter the year. It just doesn't matter the number. It continues to churn out. They find those guys. Just such an easy place to recruit when you got that kind of pedigree. You always find superstars at the quarterback spot.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They want to run it left here. On the move is the 30. Got a lot of running room. He stepped out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. They'll try the run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Line getting set on second down. Off play action. Stands in and takes the hit. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown, but the hit forces the incompletion.
He's going to take off. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
These guys aren't human either. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Offense getting set for first down. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. Touch pass on the run. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
Gonna run it. It's Riddick. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. Trying play action. Buys a little time with his feet. Connection to the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. They're going to run it. Pulled down after a pickup of 6, but he gets it inside the red zone. It's down at the 15. Leaves it with the back. He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And the Trojans in the hurry-up. With the run on 1st and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Slams ahead. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Trying to make their way to the promised land on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, USC! The AT unit on the field.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Nice catch along the sideline and great effort to stay in bounds. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. To the air, it's Demania. Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Across the 25, he's got room. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Trojans look to do some damage in the red zone. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Riddick. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Might as well stick with him. Staying physical in the red zone as he's pulled down after picking up 3. Ball's at the 14. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Zings it complete to the right. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Trojans headed quickly to the line. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Motion from the offense. The give is to Williams. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Trojans!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Bowling Green is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Akron. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. To the ground with the back. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he was hard to bring down.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Making great decisions, that's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy, can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good, too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. To the air, it's Demania. Throws to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line. And he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the...
Going for it all. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Gathering up a head of steam out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Now on second down. He's looking to throw, trying to get to it. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Trojans.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
Well, you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now.
And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll try to put it in drive this time on second down from the 22. Looking to throw, it's Demania. They're bringing heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Feeling some heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
The Trojans will boot it away to start the second half. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
And that one's incomplete. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Scanning the field, it's Demania. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
He's just Johnny on the spot. Now his 2nd interception of the game, doing a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's just been in the right place at the right time making plays.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Trying to get the edge with the jet sweep. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Trojans moving quickly to the line.
And to stop the jet sweep, you've got to be great at containing. You have to have players in the perimeter of your defense funnel the football and force it to go back inside. That time, that defense was not allowing that receiver to get outside.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
He's looking to throw. He's got his man. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
That changes the sequence. Like, you think 1st and goal, maybe I can pound this several times, and now you get the loss. Now you got to rethink things a little bit. Do I want to throw the football now? Do I feel comfortable even running the ball? So that was a big stop for this defense on 1st down.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. On the option. Quick toss. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Rice is having its way offensively, just marching up and down the field at a breathtaking pace. They're up by 21 over Charlotte. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Lets it fly on the move. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
Running behind that left side. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Looking for a man. It's Demania. It's complete to the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He's going to pass. Slings it downfield. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Dialing up a second down pass play. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And the Wolverines will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make? Because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
It's a really nice job out there making the catch. I feel like fans are always expecting one of these Trojan receivers to be in the conversation for being best in the country, right? Because of the success they've had in the past and certainly in more recent years. There's a lot of pressure to play that position now at the Coliseum and at USC. But this guy right here, he has been making his mark.
Unloads it downfield. Snags it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, USC. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he made the extra point without problem. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Michigan, 14.
And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you've got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Demania. He's got his man. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He wants to throw. A little screen to the running back. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
He's back to throw on second down. Makes the catch. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. They're going to throw it again. Quarterback moving. Slips a tackle.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. Third down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up fourth.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Here comes the offense on first down. From the shotgun, the inside give. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Trojans! And the stomping has commenced. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Wants to throw. It's Demania. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Firing to the right, complete. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Grab over the middle. It's Pryor. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The Wolverines are on the move. Going up top on 1st down. Got his man on the outside. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. And the Wolverines are threatening on 1st and goal. Trying to barge their way in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They want that clock to run. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Back to the quarterback. Going for it all. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. And the Trojans want to crank the tempo. On 2nd and goal, they give it to him again. See if he's got a nose for the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
49, Michigan 21.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Going over the top. Makes the catch down the right side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And first down for the offense.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Coming after it. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Another score around the country. Slippery Road 45. Tiffin University 35.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Pressure coming. Final pass falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total dominate.